Hello, kids! Good day! It's English time again, and this is Teacher Eve. Before we will start, let me check it first. Can you hear me? Good. Can you see me? Better. Now, are you ready? Let's start. Now, this period, we will talk a very important topic. This is in line with our situation nowadays. This is about COVID prevention. Since last year, we experienced COVID-19 and even this year still have in our midst. And we experience and embrace new variants of COVID-19. So this afternoon, you will learn how to prevent COVID-19 in your own little ways. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first one we have here, you mustn't touch your face. You mustn't touch your face. Normally, if we are busy, we failed to notice that we touch our face. It's because maybe sometimes we feel itchy or we are so sweat. Instead of touching directly with your hands, try to use a paper tissue to touch on it. Number 2, you must wear a face mask. You must wear a face mask. Just in this picture, we cannot identify and we cannot see the virus. That is why we need to protect ourselves from other people, especially when we go outside and when we go to the areas that has many people. Don't forget, kids, if you want to go outside, wear a face mask. The third we have, you must use paper tissues. You must use paper tissues. As I mentioned earlier, this is very helpful, especially if we are outside. We need to use paper tissues in touching our face. Number 4, you mustn't shake hands. You mustn't shake hands. Customarily, we used to shake hands with other people, just a sign of friendly gesture. Like for example, if we met a new friends, we will shake their hands. But this time, we are not advisable to shake hands because there is a virus. If we will shake hands, then there is a tendency that a virus will transfer from one person to another. Number 5, you must wash your hands regularly. You must wash your hands regularly. As practice, we are required to wash our hands before we will eat, or after using the restroom. But now, we will not just only wash our hands, we must wash it properly by the use of water and soap. You can use the song Happy Birthday in washing hands so that you can identify how long it takes to wash your hand. Just like you will sing Happy Birthday to you, Happy Birthday to you, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday to you. Okay, you will sing this song so that you can identify that the length of time you will wash your hands. Number 6, you must bring your school things. You must bring your school things, your own school things. For example, if we are now allowed to go back to our school, don't forget to bring your own things. Do not borrow anything that belongs to your classmates or friends. Might you can acquire sick if they are sick, then you don't know. That is why it is safer to use our own things. Next, you must clean high-touch surfaces. You must clean high-touch surfaces. One of the examples of a high-touch surfaces are windows, closets, doors, and others. So we need to clean this one because we don't know that the virus stayed in that area. Example, if a person visited that area, then there is a tendency that he or she touches that area. So we need to clean that often. Next, you must dry your hands with paper towels. You must dry your hands with paper towels. After washing our hands, it is advisable to wipe it with paper towels. Or if you have your uh, towels with you, the fabric one, you can use it. But be sure it is a clean fabric towel as well. Next, you must keep your distance. About 6 feet or 1 meter in a distance to other person. Example, if you go to a supermarket, you buy certain food, you need to keep distance to the other person. Don't go closer to that person next in line with you. Next, you must throw away used tissues. You must throw away used tissues. Example, if you have cold, then you release your mucus with the tissue. After you use it, you need to throw that one so that the bacteria will not contaminate to your hands and to the other people and the surface you are using. Next, you must cough or sneeze into your elbow, just like in this picture. You need to cover it with your elbow and do not use your hands because your hands is very busy. We use our hands in writing, in doing different kinds of tasks. If we use our hands, it's probably we are exposed to a certain virus or germs that we are touching. So better use your elbow to sneeze or cough. Next, you must stay home if you are sick. For example, if you have a fever or a headache or a stomach ache or a cold and cough or a flu, then you are not allowed to go outside. Why? Because other people outside don't know that you are sick, then might you contaminate all the germs and all the sickness in yourself to others. Next, you mustn't lend or borrow pens. Example, your friends would approach you Hey, my friend, can I borrow your pen? You must say no, even if you have extra pen. Not being so, uh, not sharing or selfish, but for this moment, we are encouraged to use our own things. That is why, for your safety, for your own good, you need to take care of yourself by not letting them lend or borrow your pens or other materials. Second to the last, you must use soap when you wash your hands, of course. When we will wash our hands, we will not just wash it with water. We need to use soap so that the germs in our hands will go away. And lastly, if you cannot wash your hands with soap or water, especially if you are traveling a long distance or you're going to a certain place where there is no faucet or soap, you must use hand sanitizers if you cannot wash your hands or alcohol. Alright, great job for listening and participating well. Now this time, it's time for you to answer your worksheet. On the screen, here we match the sentences in the picture below. So there are 15 pictures. You need to match or write your answer in your notebook, these different sentences here, according to the correct picture. So we have here different numbers. Just follow. You don't need to draw. Instead, you just write it accordingly, according to their number. Before I will leave, okay, I would like to remind you, you need to eat healthy foods, drink plenty of water, and don't forget to drink your milk. If you want to go outside with your family and friends, please wear a mask and observe social distancing. In the evening, please sleep early and relax well so that you have time to wake up early for the next day. And lastly, be always good to your mommy and daddy and to the other people as well. This is Teacher Eve saying you bye-bye. See you in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Enjoy!